There's a saying that it takes a village to raise a child. For Father Joe Leclair, it also takes a village to support those living with a mental illness. A dedicated leader of a church with over 8,000 parishioners, Father Joe has a reputation as a tireless educator about the value of mental health and a compassionate counselor to those affected by mental illness.
I am so inspired by people who are able to overcome. And I am likely living proof myself because of my own personal experiences. And to know that I think what has happened in my life is I've learned a lot of how to be patient, and certainly patience with yourself, and to be patient with people who are struggling is the key.
A gifted storyteller, Father Joe doesn't lecture his congregation, but draws them in by sharing his own childhood memories, including painful accounts of his father's alcoholism and the devastating effect on his family. He also openly shares his own battle with depression.
I think why I became so sensitive to mental health is having myself come very close to burnout, and knowing what a panic attack is, and certainly knowing what anxiety can do to your life. And I thought that that was the Lord's way of saying that I needed to make this my mission in life, because I could fully appreciate what people suffer when they go through this kind of thing.
Says one nominator of Father Joe, his forum becomes one of education rather than condemnation, reprieve instead of reprisal, and the listener witnesses Father Joe transform from passionate spokesperson to compassionate supporter and advocate of our friends and family members afflicted with mental illness. Father Joe finds unusual opportunities to raise awareness of mental health, such as reminding his congregation that for some, Christmas holidays are not a time of celebration, but a trigger for depression and its dark cousin, addiction. Father Joe stresses that mental illness is not a sign of weakness, and his sermons help people appreciate how societal attitudes and personal expectations have a profound impact on our mental health.
I talk about mental health issues with my congregation because I, again, emphasize they are very prevalent. They are certainly issues that everybody's experiencing or knows someone that is experiencing. And people want to genuinely be present and to help others. And sometimes they're at a loss. And so by my dialoguing about it or having the conversation with them, I personally feel that it's going to encourage others to encourage those.
He encourages acceptance for those affected by mental illness and fosters an open mind to treatment that combines medication, psychotherapy, and faith. Despite his hectic ministerial schedule, he maintains a full-time counseling practice open to anyone in the community, regardless of denomination. To reveal his own depressive tendencies and at the same time help all who come to him with their own troubles indicates a rare and inspirational generosity of spirit, and a person so deserving of this award, said another nominator of Father Joe. He is remarkable as an exceptional orator, willing to share his personal demons, as a tireless advocate for destigmatizing mental illness, and as a progressive educator who understands the critical importance of mental health to our quality of life and to those closest to us.
I understand it because I've been there, and I understand what it means to transition in life. I understand what it means to claim your own reality. And so once you claim that, you're no longer outside looking in or inside looking out. But what you're saying, this is my reality, but it doesn't mean I have to stay there. There are things that I can do to actually make my life what I hoped it could be.
Thank you, Father Joe, for providing an open door, a warm embrace, and a safe place for those living with mental illness to speak from the heart and believe in the power of hope.
I'm Father Joe Leclair. Now you know who I am.